Thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video.
Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. You saw the title, you know what's about to go down, and let me tell you something, this one is amazing. Check it out.
If there's one thing we all know is that steak and butter is the perfect marriage. Whenever you searing a beautiful steak and then you finish it off with butter, it is the best of the best. And let me tell you something, I have done my fair share with amazing butters. I mean, I made some simple compound butter. I've also done some crazy one, which is actually putting burger inside of your butter. And surprisingly, that turned out fantastic. By this time, it's fair to say that I love me some butter. But to be 100% completely honest with you, after making this video, this butter specifically that I'm gonna be making today is the best of them all. And if I ever give you a good recommendation, this one, my friends, you gotta give it a try. So let's do it. And this is the meat I'm going to be using today. It is a tri-tip. Do not get confused with picanha. Even though they look quite similar, it is not the same. But with all that being said, I think it's perfect for today's cook. Since 90% of our flavor is coming from our butter, I kept the seasoning extremely simple, which is actually salt and nothing else. One thing I do recommend is to use kosher coarse salt. Avoid fine salt. And the only reason is because it's so thin, you're not going to be able to judge how much you're putting on. But now that I season it all the way through, all there's left to do is to put it in the bag and get it ready for sous vide. But before doing that, we're gonna make an amazing butter, and this one you have to give it a try. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below for you. The first thing we need to do is a rub, and I start off with chili powder, followed by black pepper, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, brown sugar, and finish it off with smoked paprika. Now there's left to do is to mix it well, and your rub is done. That, friends, is the beginning of an amazing butter. Talking about that, the first thing I need to do is to have some room temperature butter. Make sure it's nice and soft so we can incorporate our rub. Throw it in and mix all the ingredients together. As you're doing it, a wonderful smell will hit your nose, and that is when you're gonna realize that you're making something amazing. The next thing for you to do is to make some peaks, and this is a crucial step. I'm basically trying to create more surface area so that I can smoke it. Smoking this butter just takes everything to a completely new level, and if you've never smoked any butter before, I definitely recommend it. It's something you need to taste in order to find out how good it actually is. And for that, I'm gonna be using my smoke gun. But just in case you don't have one, I made a video a while back how you can make your own smoker at home. It is not as good as the smoke gun, but at the same time, it is something that you can do at home without any expense. But now getting back to our butter, the first thing to do is to cover it up with clean plastic. Add the hose inside and load up with hickory chips. Then all there's left to do is to light it up and let it smoke for at least 5 minutes. Or better yet, just let the smoke die down by itself. Do this at least 3 times. And by the time you're done, you're gonna have the most amazing butter that you've ever tasted. But now all there's left to do is to put it in some clean plastic, close it nice and tightly, and put it in your refrigerator so that it can solidify. And after 30 minutes in your refrigerator, this is what you're left with. An amazing butter that tastes good in everything. Make this. You will thank me later. As a side dish and to go along with our steak bites, I decided to make some very easy cauliflower bites. And obviously the first thing we need is some cauliflower. So I started off by removing this part, then gently cut out all the florets. The goal is to have nice little small bites. And the only reason for that is to make them as flavorful as possible. If they're way too big, then you won't get that seasoning throughout the whole thing. And if you ever had cauliflower, you know it almost has no flavor. And it's perfect for anyone that is on a diet, especially the keto diet. To make them flavorful, obviously we gotta season them. And for that, I started off with a little bit of ground turmeric, followed by garlic powder, salt, and a good amount of olive oil. Now mix everything well and make sure every single one of them is coated. To finish it off and take everything to the next level, add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Remember, exact ingredients always in the description down below for you. The next thing to do is to mix everything well and lay it down on a cooking tray. Just be sure not to stack them on top of each other. That way they'll cook evenly and give you a nice browning throughout the whole thing. Stick them in the oven at 475 degrees Fahrenheit until you have a nice golden brown color that you're happy with. Mine took about 15 minutes, and once I was done, I was left with beautiful, flavorful, and wonderful cauliflower bites. I'll tell you one thing, even if you don't enjoy cauliflower, you'll like this. Just have an open mind and give it a try. But now going back to our beautiful tri-tip, I'm cooking it at 131 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 hours.
I want to thank today's sponsors, Raid Shadow Legends. If you don't know, something that they recently added is that you can now play Raid on your phone, tablet, and also your desktop. Just play as the same users and jump between devices whenever you want. You can go to the shats at the portal to get new and more powerful champions, and go to the tavern and sacrifice weaker champions to power up the stronger ones. Right now, the daily login bonus has been doubled from 90 days to 180 days. Every day you log in, you will receive new rewards like energy refills, silver, gems, shards, and a free new legendary champion, Sky of the Drake. Just go to the description, click on my link, and if you are a new player, you're gonna get 100,000 silvers and a new champion called Hexweaver. She's an awesome support character that can even heal her teammates. All of this will be waiting for you here. This offer only lasts for 30 days. Once again, thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. I hope to see you guys there, but now let's get right back to the video. Even though it was seasoned with only salt, when it comes out of the bag, I already know it's gonna be good just by the wonderful smell that it has, everybody. With that being said, I gotta pat it dry so that we can get a nice, beautiful sear. But differently like we always do, I'm gonna cube it up already because I want the caramelization of the sear to be throughout the whole thing. And I'm gonna do that very, very hot. As hot as I possibly can. And for that, the perfect oil for me to use will be grapeseed oil or like avocado oil. A very high smoke point temperature oil is the perfect one to go, because we're gonna be searing it on the disco and basically just frying up all those corners so that we have a nice crust throughout the whole thing and keeping it medium rare. So if it's not hot enough, it's not gonna sear properly. Now, when I'm done, I am going to be throwing in this Cajun butter in there and then letting it melt. What you don't wanna do is sear with this, because we all know that butter burns. And if butter tastes burnt, not that great. So after it's completely seared, we're just gonna let the butter melt right on top of them and enjoy. Come on, is there any way that it's not gonna be amazing? I don't think so. With all that being said, everybody, I know it doesn't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. What do you think, Mama?
They look beautiful. They smell incredible.
They smell so good, everybody. I know it's not that much, but it's just me and you today. Remember, that's plenty for us.
Oh, that's plenty.
But with that being said, I must say...
Especially with that over there.
I know, right? You know what this is, Mama?
I know it's cauliflower, but...
You see, it's a little... Ooh, it's kind of hot. Careful. It is cauliflower, a little popcorn cauliflower.
Ooh.
To give it a nice taste. So everything today is supposed to be packed flavor, yeah?
All right.
All right, let's go for it. Let's go ahead and try the cauliflower first, no?
Oh, cauliflower.
Yeah, because I think I have a feeling that that's going to be a special event right there. Cheers, everybody.
Wow.
It's super flavorful.
Super flavorful. Can't tell where they put it in, but it tastes good.
Yeah, there's a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of also Parmesan cheese. You know what I mean? Kind of hot though. Make sure that you let it cool down a little bit. Oh, you're going for seconds.
I'm going for seconds.
Mama's going for seconds. I know that he thinks it's good. It's very flavorful though.
Very flavorful. And you bite it in, it's kind of juicy still.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Let's go for the main show. You ready, Mama?
All right.
Now, be careful here because it's all about the sauce and the butter. Let me serve you a little bit here, my friend. See that juice, that butter right there? See, look at that dripping. Oh, Mamazi, that's what you're looking for, right? Oh, you're going for extra, Mama.
Of course.
Huh? Mama don't play around. You gotta make sure you stir it really, really well, everybody, with the butter, because the butter is melted and it's all about the butter.
Smells so good.
Smells good, right? You ready for this?
Let's do it.
You dipped it in that butter?
All over.
Cheers, everybody.
Wow.
That is full of flavor. And the beginning is not spicy. Then it kicks you in the mouth, Mama. You okay, Mama? Like, it's not gonna kill you though.
No. It's not like smack you on your face spicy.
But it is spicy.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's what it is. It's hot. You know,
Now,
it has a good flavor and it's hot.
That's the thing. There's a huge difference between making it kill you and a spicy that is flavorful and nice.
Yes.
This is spicy because you can feel that, you know, it's gonna hit you, but at the same time, it is so flavorful, everybody. It is a wonderful flavor. I really enjoy that. What do you think, Mama?
It's burning down my throat. But I love it.
Yeah, Mama. Yes, it is a little bit spicy, everybody, but at the same time, it's a nice spice. Nothing's gonna kill you.
And then you get the cauliflower, and it like refreshes your mouth.
Yeah. It's like, it cools you down, ready for some more. Yeah? Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely make this. It is a steak bite, and it's full of flavor. That's all I can say about that, Mama. Look at you. You even dipped in the cauliflower in there, Mama.
I fell over there, so I'm rescuing it.
If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below for you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.